Hey everybody, welcome to another video review by Xikar My name is Moose. I'm going to be doing your video review today. Today we are going to actually be reviewing the 5x64 lighter by Xikar. Now some of you may be saying, 5x64? What the heck are you talking about? Well, this is a new release from Xikar that has actually not been released yet. There is information on it on their website as well as on my website. But it is actually not released yet to the public. I was lucky enough to go ahead and obtain one of these for a review. What do you think of that? Yes, that's a lighter. Absolutely. Now I want to point out a few really interesting parts about this lighter, other than the fact it's round. It could fit in your hand. But it's got the sight glasses, so you can actually see how much fluid is in the bottom of your lighter. The flame adjustment is probably seriously the easiest one I've ever seen in my life. The entire bottom turns to actually adjust the flame. The top obviously has its burner vents. Double flame torch. Now obviously I probably need to adjust this thing just a tad to get it to where it's burning good. Now I will say this. Number one, it's hefty. This is a very solid piece of lighter. It is not, I don't even have another lighter around me right now. Oh yes I do. It is not your typical lighter. This has a lot of weight to it. Would I say that you could stick this in your pocket? Absolutely. Would I say it's a good idea to stick it in your pocket? Yep. And I'll tell you why. If you drop this lighter on the ground, you're going to know it. You're not going to let this one fall out of your pocket and go, oh, what happened to my lighter 2 hours later? No, if this thing hits the ground, believe me when I say, you are going to know that that thing just hit the ground. Now you can't see where I just dropped that, but I can assure you of this. That's a pretty hefty sound when I dropped it from a ½ inch off the table. And look, it still works. It almost reminds me, honestly, of a lightsaber. I know it sounds kind of funny, but that's actually what I said to my daughter last night when I pulled it out of the box, and she was like, what is that? And I said, it's a lighter. And I said, I am your father. Well, that was, alright, bad joke. But nonetheless, I definitely want to point out that, like I said, it's extremely well designed in my opinion. Very nice grooves on the actual bottom portion to actually be able to grip it and to turn. It turns extremely easy. Very easy to manipulate. Has Xikar on both sides. Obviously, you know, you want to let people know that you're running a Xikar product. The grips on the top, where your thumb actually pulls back, or your finger, whichever you prefer, are perfect enough to give you just enough grip without tearing up your finger, obviously. The fill in the bottom, just a nice little hole right in the bottom. Nothing hard to do. Standard fill can will work. I filled it with my Xikar fluid. I had no issues whatsoever. It's marked extremely well on the bottom for a positive and a negative side, which actually I did backwards, positive, negative. The jets inside are your typical Xikar jets. They can, let's see if you can see into that. Of course I'm letting out all my fluid. But typical Xikar jets seem to be burning extremely well. One thing that I have noticed is that on occasion I will have to reach inside to my Xikars and just kind of adjust my sparker. I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, man, I got a Xikar and it won't light. You know, one thing I would say is obviously follow the proper procedures. Purge the lighter 100%. When you're purging a lighter, it should be held upright, purging from the bottom so that anything in there actually falls out fluid-wise. And then I have a tendency, once I'm purging, to kind of keep purging it, and I'm moving the lighter around and shaking the lighter at the same time to make sure that I get all of the stuff out of there. Everybody's a little bit different, but nonetheless. And then upon refilling, make sure that the lighter is now upside down or inverted, holding the can upside down and filling the lighter. The nice thing about the sight glass is you'll be able to see where all your fluid comes in the first time that you do it. With a lighter with a sight glass, you'll be like, oh, now I understand what it looks like inside, or at least now I understand what it should look like when it's full. Obviously, a couple things to stay away from. A lot of people make the mistake of shaking a can beforehand. Don't do that. Bad juju. Basically what you do is you introduce all the propellant into the lighter, not just the fluid. You actually want the fluid more than the propellant, not more propellant than fluid. Like I said, the lighter itself, it's extremely smooth. Even around the cap, right? Even where this actually articulates backwards, this whole edge around here is just so smooth. I mean, you almost, if you had your eyes closed, I honestly don't think that you'd be able to tell very well that there was actually a cap that actually slid back and lit. So, I mean, just to show you the quality of workmanship that goes into these things, it's extremely well put together. I sat last night and kind of looked around it and just really kind of took in the beauty of this. I think it is, honestly, I think it's one of the best looking lighters that I've seen Xikar put out yet for a pocket / tabletop lighter. Now, some people are going to say, that's just simply too big. Well, that's fine. Then buy it as a tabletop lighter because it works just fine sitting on the table. No doubt about it. I can say that I have one of the large Liga Privada tabletop lighters, and it's a nice lighter. It's a very nice lighter. However, I believe that this one's a little bit heavier than that. So if any of you out there have one, then you'll have an understanding of how heavy I'm talking about. I don't actually have a scale to weigh it on, otherwise I'd try to give you a better idea. But like I said, could you slip this in your pocket? Absolutely. Depending upon how you are. I happen to use my wallet in my front pocket, and then usually my cell phone's in the other. So I wouldn't carry it in my jean pockets. However, I would have no problem slipping it into my hoodie and walking around and doing whatever I need to do. It's actually solid enough that I might even put it in the same pocket as my wallet and just maybe take up a little more room. So like I said, I think that I could use it for both. Just being the ergonomical design of it, it's not big, it's not bulky, it's not anything else. It's basically like carrying a small tube around with you. So obviously, it's a lighter. We're gonna test it out since I got to cut this cigar with my Xikar X8 cutter. So we definitely want to toast up a cigar here. Yep, did a great job lighting that cigar for sure. So once again, this is the 5x64 lighter. This is the silver in color. They do come in other colors, so you guys can check out cigarfellas.com. I actually posted out there the release for this lighter, or the pre-release, so it actually shows all the colors. I think they have like a copper and I really can't remember the other one off the top of my head. But whatever suits your your style. I happen to like the silver. I think the silver is just kind of stand out in my opinion. So yeah, check them out. Xikar.com. You can go there, check out all their products, find a retailer near you, and go pick up one of these 5x64 lighters. I don't think you're going to be disappointed whatsoever. And of course, as always with Xikar, lifetime warranty. Any problems with it? No questions asked. It's the best part. Everybody seems to be on this kick about, oh man, why do I always have to have a lighter that might have issues? I'd rather just buy a cheap one. Well, that's fine. You can go buy one cheap lighter. But sooner or later, all those cheap lighters are going to well surpass the price that you're going to pay for one quality lighter that if you ever have a problem with, you can simply send it back. Don't forget, you guys continue to follow us at www.cigarfellas.com. You can check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/cigarfellas. All the other social media out there, just do a search for Cigar Fellas. We're there. Till next time, I'm Moose. We'll catch you. CigarFellas.com.